but there's a film tukiona park kwa nyuma, maybe tuendea pale, tutasonga sama ya pale vile. Ndio wani ani kwa mbaya pale. Tokora. Hello. Okay. Wacha nikuje.
That's Tamari.
Initially it was really narrow, and of course after that past foundation you could not walk all the way around.
The role of NMS was in the transfer function was energy, transport, of course the environment, solid waste management and health sectors. Our role first under energy was to ensure that this place is lit. So we managed to put up the lights which you see behind you and in front of you, the floodlights. This increased a lot on security, while rehabilitating people could work even late shift because of now provision of lights. There was hardly any light here. Second, in working with NEMA and Kenya Forest and Ministry of Environment, we were able to clean the river of solid waste and also to stop the effluent discharge on the river. This was a long process because Nairobi River starts upstream and only passes through Michuki Park. We managed to stop most of the effluent discharge in the river. We gathered people to work on the river for solid waste. There was contribution from Ministry of Energy, from Forests, and ourselves using the Kazi Vijana Mtaani youth who helped in cleaning up the river. Then we also rehabilitated the public toilet here, ensure that it is up to standard. And then remember, water is also under us, so water was actually disconnected here. So we repiped and got all the water back to Michuki Park. Working under multi-agency, we have already started with Arboretum. Park is, the works are underway to return it to the status where it was. We have worked on Michuki Park, and hopefully after a month it will be open to public. We are working at City Park, Uhuru Park, and Central Park to ensure that all these green places are not only clean but maintained.
And I think as an authority, we've done quite well. If you look at most of this pollution is coming from upstream. The major challenge or the primary source of especially Nairobi River pollution is the sewerage infrastructure. We have a dilapidated sewer lines. Most of them are dysfunctional, and a lot of times they just break down and discharge raw sewer into our aquatic environment, and this has been a very big challenge. As an authority, we've mapped out what we call discharge points, effluent discharge points. We've mapped out 103 discharge points in the last 3 months along the river, and we've been able to stop a number of them. And there are a number of facilities and establishments along the Nairobi River ecosystem that discharge untreated effluent directly into the river. And we've been able to close down in the last 4 months 48 facilities. And we are continuing to map them out and ensure that they comply with the provisions of water quality regulations 2006.
So in Michuki Park, we wanted to understand the value of this park. And to understand the value, you have to do an assessment of what is there. So we carried out a biodiversity assessment of all the tree species that have been planted since 2008. And I want to say and commend those who started this noble work. They planted 84 tree species. And by the time we came here in April, we counted 5,902 stems of the plant species. So it is very important that all sectors work together. Those who are managing the waste, those who are planting the trees, those who are conserving the environment, those who are even just walking around to appreciate the value of the environment.
When the late Michuki came into the Ministry of Environment in 2008, his focus was the Nairobi River. And he put together 17 ministries to come up with a 10-point plan to clean up the Nairobi River, but not just cleaning the water, also ensuring the riparian reserve. Actually, he's the one who enforced very, very strongly, firmly, the 30-meter riparian reserve. So then they decided, so what they did was, first of all, to decommission this dump site. Tons and tons of solid waste were evacuated, taken to Dandora and other dump sites. This area was completely cleared of solid waste. Removed all the illegal occupants. Right? Then decided, no, it's not enough just to have removed the solid waste and removed the illegal occupants and structures. Why don't we transform this area from hitherto a dump site into a public park? And he did it. Brought in tons on tons of red soil, planted trees and vegetation, ensured the water is clean, and named it Mazingira Park. And over time, This is from 2008, 2009, all the way to 2012 when he passed on. There's a demo stretch of route, the cleaning route, that runs about was 2.5 kilometer demo stretch. And this was part of it, including the Globe roundabout place and beyond, Grogan areas. Then the president, as part of his vision to green our cities, or to re-green actually, because this used to be the green city in the sun, right? The president now directed, as part of his Greening Kenya initiative, instructed us to get in, restore, rehabilitate, refurbish this park and have it ready for public official opening in honor of the late Michuki.
But still we have representatives. I need to go now. Gonna meetings city.
Nakumbuka si kipago vile vile.